Hello everyone, this is East Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Here we are finally able to have some commentary over the replays, so here we go. Honestly though, going forward we may have to just go with no commentary, just generic, boring gameplay. Just because time constraints are getting pretty not ideal over here. So we're running our slightly different team. That's definitely not the same. I still need to get a better A skill for Legendary Crom, but in general, this team strategy is hope our opponent goofs, and that's about it. Of course, this kind of infantry pulse team is just not good because two of the infantry pulse units are dancers. You can have one dancer be infantry pulse, that's fine, but two means you're carrying an extra dead weight basically. Not is pretty much dead weight, she's just there for increasing threat range Pathfinder, and the occasional reposition meme. That's about it. Not very good. Like usual, offense this week was fine. We ended up dropping some units during some of our matches, either to simplify the matchup or because it doesn't really matter because we're outside of vault, so all we need to do is get a high enough lift so that we can promote. But here our opponent correctly realizes that Sylvia is literally just a free target, no threat range, preventing a ranged unit from walking in and leaving. They don't even have Kanto controls, so the only thing they have to worry about is the follow-up, which is exactly what happens. That's why we have dual release like that, but Legendary Crom never getting to actually attack with the change fate. That's the thing with Legendary Crom on defense, is he really needs to use the change fate to get some reasonable stats, and that's definitely a problem. And of course, he's not going to be able to survive multiple attacks from Brave Stella. It took 3 attacks even with a special at least, but not ideal. At this point, it's not versus the world, and of course your mobility is limited. I honestly should probably just run Odd Tempest Seal on her, because let's be real, when is Drive Attack Seal actually going to do anything? Spoiler alert, it probably doesn't, so I'm sure it came in handy for some matchup, but not this one. Yeah, going forward, if we want to build a dark defense, we're pretty much just going to be using a boring harmonized Catria Ball with some nukes on infantry pulse support, which won't be great because we don't quite have the resources we're looking for. We're okay on the near save department. We have some stock hit units like Gilliam, who out of the gate. Base kit, as long as he's not debuffed to his defense, I think he can debuff 20 attack on foes, which is not bad. But again, it's fine because the whole point of the near save being there for our team is so that they can't just melee any unit to death, they have to take them out first. Far save is definitely where we're gonna suffer though, for sure. There's not really much we can do about that. Because our only real far save unit, we could of course use some skill inheritance and build a far save unit using a different unit if we wanted to, but I don't really feel like it's worth it because we're not really ever going to use the far save unit other than defense. So there's kind of too much of an investment for just a defense that will barely do anything. So of course our only option is really Ascended Fiorm, and she's not very good. People can snipe her down turn 1, people can just take her out outright even with Hardy Fighter Aegis up, like, it's not great. I guess we could try Hardy Fighter Ice Mirror, but not going to do much better. Here our opponent just does not have a getaway route, so it's kind of awkward. But yeah, we've been using Nino on Chaos Offense recently. This season she did okay. Again, the big thing is there's so much panic or lulls. Just a bunch of shenanigans going on where we don't have our penalty neutralization because we're not running Peony in Chaos Season. So the outcome of it all is we struggle a lot to Yoon, of course. And there's not really much we can do about it if we're gonna run Nino, because of course the thing with Chaos Season is we really can't get much more stats, so we end up running into this scenario where in order for Nino to have a sizable attack stat, she of course needs her field buff, but can't really even use Kaden to patch up that because her base attack is not amazing. She misses kills very routinely on blue units when she doesn't have any field buffs active. And even if she has them active, it's still sometimes a toss-up for a one-round KO. Not to mention, of course, the lack of speed. She is not that quick in this kind of meta. Like a plus, ignoring the fact Legendary Hinoka just straight up prevents Nino from counterattacking as long as she has at least 25% of her HP. She just base Legendary Hinoka and just straight up outspeed. So bad. It's not, of course, super prevalent, like not every single Legendary Hinoka will be able to outspeed Nino, but of course she is just going to win the matchup because Nino can't counter. If she could counter, then maybe we could kill him, survive an attack and kill him the counter, but yeah, no, not a thing. Here we got Bramimond memes that are fallen. Edelgard wasn't even transformed, and of course with Impenetrable Void. Fallen Maria support is not a thing, so we get that whopping 1 kill there, and that's probably gonna be it because, well, our other units don't really do anything here. I really do feel like Odd Tempest is best on not going for it, because at least here we could spook our opponent a little bit. Excuse me. But of course, that's about it. There's been, everyone does it from time to time. We'll just forget someone knows Tempest and get one of our units to make off because we weren't paying attention. But yeah, they have Fallen Maria support anyway, so it really wouldn't matter unless we manage to effectively one-shot, but also double, so yeah, no. And here we are with, spoiler alert, probably one of the memeiest matchups ever. We got the almighty unmerged squad except for +3 level 39 air, because why not? And here we go with the end turn shenanigans. Of course the big thing here is that they have Asker support. Preventing a follow-up attack is pretty good. Here Bramimond unable to one-shot. Of course you wouldn't be able to because of Fallen Maria. But Bramimond gets to die again, and they just have so much post-combat healing that they're just able to wall here. Here we are with Legendary Crom, unable to kill. I'm gonna be real, I have no understanding of why Brave Dimitri didn't counterattack. Like, he has a distant counter weapon, and I don't know why he didn't. Did he counter and we didn't notice? I don't know. I don't know how this works. Clearly we're missing something. Like, there we go, he counters there. And once again, struck Deadeye again. Not enough to kill, and of course there, we're outside attack speed for short range as well, so obviously not to kill well there. Pretty jank. Of course all they're doing is hit and turn, but at least our units were totally close to picking up the one-shot tempo. Of course the problem is we wouldn't be able to kill because of the post-combat healing combined with Fallen Maria's miracle shenanigans. So it wasn't close, except if Bramimond was able to one-shot, but that's pretty much all the attack we can give him. Could run something other than Party Bearing though. But of course, with the right team and Fallen Maria support, you should probably be winning against this team unless you have Bramimond nuclear unit, then, well, it just seems like it's a Bramimond thing. Also, I'm confused. Is this Chaos? This is not Chaos Season. Wait a second. I thought this entire time it was Chaos Season. It's Light Season. Alright, well, that changes a few things. I knew something was wrong. I was like, wait, it took me this long to realize this isn't my Chaos Season defense. And yeah, honestly, for our Dark defense, this is not bad. Of course, there's no chance of us winning, except again, Bramimond picking the one shot, and we know he wasn't picking up the one shot because he didn't attack, so unfortunate. Because of course then they have Fallen Maria support, and what the heck are we gonna do against that? Nothing really. At least Legendary Crown gets to survive. Fallen Maria, he definitely would not have been able to do something like that prior to his remix. The remix definitely is fine, just that it plays a lot into bonuses. Field buff is bonus doubler, and well, it's not great, to say the least. In a meta where field buffs are not great unless the opponent does nothing about it. I guess in general then, even talking about Nino and Light Season offense, it's pretty much the same thing, it's just that everyone has more stats. And usually that means we have a worse matchup. But not necessarily. Nino having the extra bulk is helpful for trolling purposes. We can definitely pull some shenanigans that we shouldn't be able to. Still find it funny that Brave Telos can still lose the matchup to Nino, which it's not consistent, but it definitely can happen. It's pretty silly. Here we go, Brave Edelgard of course going to survive. Duo Elise, I would be genuinely sad for Brave Edelgard if she couldn't survive. Because once she survives the first attack, it's okay. If Holy Pressure went down, then, or on the first attack, then yeah, maybe not. But no Holy Pressure for Duo Elise. And at this point, of course, it's just a matter of if they want to grab the Eastern structures here or not. It doesn't look like they do, so GG. I like how I completely fooled myself into thinking it was Chaos Season, but yeah, it's basically all the same thing at this point for us. We're just goofing off. But yeah, Catcher Ball defense would definitely be what we would be headed towards. Not too surprising because there's not very many options for us during Dark Season. We can't really reasonably construct any other defense without dumping a ton of resources. Granted, we do have a reasonable amount of orbs. I still have a lot of orbs to collect as usual from story, paralog, chain challenges, that kind of deal. So there's that. We can stay in tier 21 here if we plus 10 them Stella and abuse blessings again, but I just figured this time around we just won't. Because next season it's basically the same thing. I think we would have to build up Ross or someone else. Not too surprising. Stella definitely, of course, did not age pretty well, just because you really have to stack speed to double on Stella, and that's not optimal in this day and age. Or it's not that it's not optimal, it's just that it's a little difficult because you gotta fish for skills like attack speed ideal 4, or if you want to use attack speed finish, I think it's only available in like 2, 3 units. not very many units have it, and then those units have other fodder as well. But anyways, we'll be back when the results drop in.